People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Hello there, fellow collectors. Welcome into the stream. Welcome into the show. Welcome to episode number 93 of Sunday Showcase. I'm your host, Steve. I hope this helps you get rid of those Sunday scaries, and I hope you all enjoy your stay. Thank you all so much for being here. We got 22 of y'all in the house to start off the show. Please hit that like button if you would be so kind. We got some catching up to do. We got some figures to talk about, some exciting figures to talk about, I might add, tonight. So yes, I'm looking forward to it. Little housekeeping as always, guys. If you haven't already, please consider becoming a channel member. This board is filling up. We're running out of space, which is a good thing. But you know, you get access to all the cool stuff, things I like to do for the channel members from time to time. And yeah, I really appreciate everybody. We got, I think, 56 members currently. So trying to hit that 60 mark. Will it happen? I hope so. I think so. But thank you all for being members. And just so you all are aware, you get free store credit to Underground Figures as well at the Superfan, Fanatic, and Die Hard tiers. And that just went out today. Sorry for the delay. It was planned to go out earlier this month, but somebody forgot to send the email me. So it's really my fault, but I was going through some stuff for the show and I was like, oh shoot, it's April, second quarter of the year. So there you go. Channel member store credit has been posted. So appreciate all of you. Enjoy some store credit. Go get some figures and all that fun stuff. Speaking of Underground Figures, make sure you go check them out at undergroundfigures.net. You get the best customer service around. You get no NRD pre-orders. You save a little bit of money. And yeah, Ray is the GOAT, my go-to for pretty much everything that's not an exclusive. So go check out Underground Figures. And like I just mentioned, you get store credit just for being a channel member at the top 3 tiers. And if you like the case behind me, guys, make sure you go check out MODUSPACE. And also, guys, so MODUSPACE has some exciting stuff in the works, and I know it's been a long time coming. We've always been talking about the wait times, which they've been very, very aware of changing. And the plan is they're going to be caught up with orders by I believe it's July. So by July, the orders that were like the ones that were kind of pending and waiting, they should be caught up by July of this year. So if you have like an outstanding order you've been waiting for a while, that should be done. And then by the end of the year, basically they should be like, if you were to order now, these would be dispatched by the end of the year. And then the goal with MODUSPACE is to, you know, not for this year necessarily, but the ultimate goal is to get these things to the point where they're either in the cases are in stock, or maybe you're waiting like 1 to 2 months. So I know it's been said before, and it's been a long wait for people, but they've made a lot of big changes, and one of those is opening up a brand new, like, huge warehouse where their production has gone up quite a bit. So very exciting, and it's going to be a great time to order some cases if you've been thinking about it. And also, I maybe my code should still be the same, but there's going to be some changes that are happening to some of the affiliate stuff, so I will keep you guys posted on that. But just wanted to put that out there. MODUSPACE is, they hear you guys loud and clear, and Brian is a great dude, and he will help answer any questions that you have. And he's well aware of the issues, and it's seeming like those things are going to be fixed. So that is a really nice announcement, and a great thing. So go check them out. And let's get to you all in the chat. We got Neil Horrific. What's up, Neil? Diehard channel member. Good evening, Steve, and fellow collectors. Good evening to you, man. Thank you so much for being here. We got Fanatic and longest reigning channel member and moderator Cage. What's up, Cage? What's up, everyone? Hope you're all doing well with the Spidey emoji. Love it. We got Universal Key Superfan channel. Evening, everyone. With the Go Cap Shield as always. What's up, my friend? Thanks so much for being here. We got diehard channel member Valkyrie Magnus. What's up, Valkyrie? Good evening, Steven friends. Good evening to you. And we got Ash Chase. What up, Plastic Crackheads fan of the channel? Thank you so much for being here, Ash. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing well. We got my guy Austin Collects, another diehard channel member. What's up, bro? He says, what's up, everyone? Hope you're having a good weekend. We got my guy Ryan Stadler in the house. What's up, Sneak? Looking forward to the show. And hello, everyone. Hello to you, man. Thank you so much for being here. We got longtime fan of the channel, Collection Obsession. Hello, collectors. Hello to you. Woo! We got Big Dog Pound in the house. What's up, my friend? Thank you so much for being here, fan of the channel. We got my guy AJ, diehard tier channel member. Greetings, friends. Hope all is well. Excuse me, you too, AJ. Thank you so much for tuning into the show, bro. Good to see you in here. I'm still riding high and rewatching Lord of the Rings earlier this year, a couple months ago. Crazy. Who says hello, community collectors? Received Caustic Plastic Phantom of the Opera. Nice. Very cool. Valkyrie says he got that last President Loki from Underground Figures. Yeah, I saw TVA Loki and then President Loki were both on Underground, which is crazy that those got restocked, I guess, somehow. So pretty crazy. Big Dog Pound says, thanks for the MODUSPACE news. I will start buying again. Please give us post when they have stock and ham ready to ship. Yeah, the stock, like getting actual like cases stocked. I don't have like a full-on timeline for that. That's going to be the goal, but hopefully like sometime next year. That will be the case. No pun intended. Eric says, need the mono. Yeah, the monos are great. Eric says, plan to upgrade to the top tier end of this month. Nice, dude. We'll be happy to have you, man. Ren says, no Monday nightmares for me. Chill, listening while working on Gimli art. Nice, dude. The Lord of the Rings hype is high. Big Dog Pont says, we'll probably get more Darth Maul for May the 4th. I want Imperial Crosshair. Yeah, we got to get like, I don't know, man. There's not too much stuff going on for Star Wars right now. Maybe that's just why nothing. Oh, excuse me. Why nothing is being announced, but maybe like, I mean, I would like to see a Darth Maul from the show with the cloak. The show is awesome. If you guys are like fans of Darth Maul, you kind of have to like know what's going on with Darth Maul, like where he's at from like the Clone Wars and stuff like that. But like Clone Wars and Rebels, like it's just good to know his backstory. But yeah, it's great show. I hope we get a figure or two from that show. Ash says, where's Blade at? Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. So let's go with the first figure here. And I wanted to catch up a little bit. There's one figure I want to talk about from the last week, because I didn't stream because it was Easter. So I hope you all had a great, blessed Easter. But I wanted to talk about this Moon Knight figure because this figure looks insane. I had the clean Moon Knight. Do you know what? I'm trying to remember. I don't think I talked about this figure, right? No, because that would have been Tuesday that this came out. I don't think I talked about it. But man, they did such a good job with these photos. Just the blogger photos are amazing for this figure. But I had this figure and they announced this one. I locked in the pre-order for this one and I ended up selling my clean original Moon Knight figure to Valkyrie Magnus, which is exactly the same figure. The only difference with this one obviously is the weathering on it, and I really like the weathering. And then the head sculpt is just, I think they really did a very nice job with the head sculpt here. But this figure is one of, you know, there's a couple figures that I've gotten in my collection that I got rid of, that I ended up getting back. This is one of them, and I am excited to get this figure back. Really excited. I think it's one of their best figures that they've done. The cape on this is the best Hot Toys cape for sure. You can pose this thing really however you want, and it holds very, very nicely. Like you can actually do this. You can definitely actually like pose the cape like this because it's so good. What's up, Honest Hansel? Thanks so much for being here, man. Super fan of the channel. Thank you. Hello there. How goes it, Steven Fandom? It's going well. Just started talking about the first figure. Welcome in. Please hit that like button if you guys haven't. Ashes, he has the first one. I'm good. Yeah, I mean, this really, if you have the first one of this figure, this isn't really essential unless like you really badly want the weathering, or if you really want to use the head sculpt. We got Fig Poser. What up, though? What's up, dude? Thanks so much for tuning into the show. We got Darth Malix missing the jaw. What's up, man? I'm excited for Mr. Knight. The tailoring on the suit looks great. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up picking up Mr. Knight as well, because there's no shot I'm displaying this with the head sculpt on it. This is good. Like this shot right here. I love this. I think this is sick. I thought about getting like a little custom base from like the Batman figure or something like this for this. Because this looks good. This looks real good. We got Malix Fremper. What's up, dude? Diehard channel member. Thanks so much for being here, man. Evening, everyone. Evening to you. Clint says, everyone else complained about glue issues in the photos. Yeah, I mean, I thankfully haven't really had any issues with any of the glue on my artisan stuff, so hopefully not. But we'll see when I get my copy in. I hope not. Ash says he might grab Mr. Knight. Nice. Yeah, that one's looking good. Striker, what's up, man? Striker 47 in the house. Personally, I would rather track down the original Moon Knight because I prefer the mask sculpt for Moon Knight. Yeah, I mean, this is the one thing for this. Like, if you don't really care about the weathering of the sculpt, it's really just, you just are cool with the first one. The clean one's so nice, man. Like I said, I really just like the weathering look. I really don't think you can go wrong with either one. It comes down to preference. It's just weird because the weathering one is, you're locked behind the artisan sculpt, which, like I said, I'm not putting the sculpt on this, so it's probably going to go on Mr. Knight. We got X-Men Supreme. What's up, dude? I would suggest watching Justin's review of this figure before buying it. You might want to know what's up with it first. Yeah, I mean, I think, I guess the biggest thing everybody's been talking about, I didn't watch his review, but I know people have been talking about, yeah, like the glue in the hair, but I think figure-wise, this, I don't really see anything that's changed from the original. I know the base is different, but other than the weathering, it looks to be the same figure. Clint says, I have the clean Moon Knight, but I like the weathering and the contrast of the armor bits against the base suit. Yeah, I think it looks, yeah, the clean one is super nice. It's also really cool that the eyes light up. Love that. Austin says, so far I've avoided all glue issues from artisans, but I know some of the blogger photos have it on this one. Yeah, I noticed that too. Which is kind of crazy. You'd have that in the blogger photos. But regardless, blogger photos killed it for this. This is sick, man. Like, look at that. That's so sick. This is where you can see like some of the weathering and stuff. I think it looks really good. This shot right here too is phenomenal. They did a really good job with the photos. Like, this is where I'm like, dang, should I use the sculpt? But I just can't. I can't do it. But look how cool this looks, man. Dang. This almost doesn't even, this almost looks like sculpted the way that it is too on here. Fig Post says, I was originally going to keep this, but I'm going to sell, really going to keep this, but I'm going to sell it off. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming out soon. And this is like a show that, look how, I mean, come on. I just love the look of this figure. I think it's so cool, man. Like this looks badass. But, yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out. I doubt this is a high priority for a lot of people. So I get it. I get why people would want to, I get why you'd want to cancel it. It's kind of, yeah, a lot of stuff has changed since this figure was announced. That's kind of what's tough about the hobby, is a lot of things change. Oh man, am I losing some of this? Hold up. I'm missing some of the photo. Come on now. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. Yeah, a lot of things change. A lot of different stuff ends up coming out, and it's hard to keep everything. Because the houses have such a basic base. Yeah, it should have come with what was in the photos. I think Hot Toys overcorrected with the regular base from the diamond base in the first one. That's a good way to put it. Overcorrected. I agree. I wish the base was better, and I'm probably going to end up doing something else with it. I don't think I'm going to put it on that hexagon thing. And I especially don't like doing the waist grabber thing for this. So I agree. Austin says, this figure looks insane. Great figure, but the light up eyes are so killer. They really are. Like, especially right here. Like, I mean, all these shots, when the eyes just pop, it just adds a lot to the figure. Like I said, literally, like with this cape, if you want to do this, you could have the cape like this. It will hold. It's crazy good. I like what they did with the weathering on here. So like right here, you can see a little bit right here. You can see a little bit. And I wonder like how the curls are going to hold in this hair up over, like how they're going to hold up over time. What's up, MB Dyson, fan of the channel? Hello, Stephen Hall. Hello to you. Appreciate you being here. Welcome in. I thought the shot already came up, but nevertheless. You can kind of see it right here a little bit too, but like, I know it doesn't look like there's a ton. Xmas says, I'm excited for Mr. Knight. I didn't even want the regular Moon Knight first. I wanted Mr. Knight as soon as I knew he was in the show. Yeah, the Mr. Knight looks really good too. I would anticipate that figure's got to be imminent because they've got the sculpt done. I would think that's gonna be like, I wouldn't be surprised if that's like any time now, like within the night, like this week or any time. Sheesh. This is where you can see it, which this is interesting because if you look at this copy, like you can see it right here more so, but if you go back, like this one to kind of a little bit, I feel like in this one, you just don't see it as much though. Like this copy doesn't look as gluey, or right here. So some of these shots aren't as bad, but for some reason, like this one looks like it's more clumpy right here. Sculpt wise, I do see like a downgrade. I think it still looks pretty darn good. I don't think it's really all that like massively drastic, but it's definitely a downgrade from the first one that they showed. I still think, like I said, I still think it's really good, but the sculpt that they had initially for him was like top tier, and this still, like, this is definitely Oscar Isaac. And you can actually really pose this thing. And the suit, like this suit is kind of like this like vinyl type material, and you can like, it's not as fragile or like it's not as prone to creasing as some of these other figures that we get. I think it still is, but you can still pose it like relatively well with less risk of that. Very cool, man. Look at that. Sheesh. We got CT6003 in the house. What's up, man? Fan of the channel. Thanks so much for being here. Got the popcorn ready. Appreciate you tuning into the show. Glenn says, I feel like the community in general is overcritical on Hot Toys figures and undercritical for Inart. There's a lot to unpack in this statement. I would say, I think people are more overcritical. I don't know. This, you could go really a ton of different ways with this, but I think people are more critical of Hot Toys because there's things that they could change that they just decide really not to. And they reuse a lot of stuff and they redo a lot of stuff. As far as undercritical of Inart, I think there's certain things of that, like you could be critical for about Inart for, but I would just say overall, like Inart is just more accurate to me. Like from an objective, like objectivity standpoint, looking at figures and like from the ones that I have compared to the Hot Toys ones, like I just think the Inart ones overall are I think it's pretty, like, I think we can safely say now that like Inart really actually takes feedback into consideration and is willing to change things. Hot Toys kind of picks and chooses what they change. Like, oh, we updated this sculpt, right? Or we updated this. Like, they haven't done an update post on a figure in a really long time. But already we're Yeah, Clint, this is a good point. Like for this figure, the glue, you have to really zoom in to see the glue. Then the community loses its mind. But with Inart, it's more of a, well, it's still better than Hot Toys. Yeah, I don't really have that mentality. And I'm with you on the glue thing. I think like, I do think that some of the glue issues, like anytime something like that happens, there's going to be a really like loud minority. And honestly, I think I've had a couple people mention they've had glue issues to me personally, like sent me pictures. And I think in all those cases too, like Sideshow has made it right and sent them a new sculpt, like a replacement sculpt, by like either having them send that one back or whatever, destroy it or whatever. But like Sideshow has made it right anyways, by giving them a new one. So I haven't seen it, like I don't think it's like super common. I think the glue thing is a minority of people where this is happening. And that's just what picks up a lot of steam, right? You see like a few people post about it and then it spreads like wildfire, and then all of a sudden like every single figure, oh man, you got to worry about that glue problem, when it's like a vast minority of collectors who are having that issue, just like anything else. X-Men says their Batman looks way better than Hot Toys. I agree. I think their Batman is a lot better. The Pattinson one. And the Hot Toys one's no slouch. It's still good. The Hot Toys, or the Inart one, I just think is more accurate. Their Corn Sweat looks better, way better than Hot Toys, at least the prototype stage. I am curious to see how that one turns out and when they're done with that one, which should be soon. Yeah, Ash. Yeah, this is fair. Like, Hot Toys pumps out more figures than Inart. Hot Toys business is just different. I think that's another thing that you have to take that into account. And I know like we're all about comparisons and all that stuff, but like Hot Toys pumps out a lot more figures. They are like, have control of so many more IPs. Also, they're not as expensive. Like Inart is like the price that you're paying for these figures is you're paying more money. So it's just, you could compare and contrast all day long, but they're kind of just operating on different frequencies anyways. Hot Toys puts out a lot of quantity. Inart has the ability right now to really put out, like, focus on a figure, spend a lot of time perfecting that figure as best as possible, and then releasing it, right? When you're only getting out like, you know, a handful of figures a year, that's something that you can do, right? So that's 100% fair. I mean, says Hot Toys has been around long enough to make the same mistake twice or more. Yeah, I mean, they have been. That's another thing. What, 25th anniversary? So yeah, it's I'm with you guys. But I will say they nailed this figure. They nailed this figure for sure. And I will say too, like for Hot Toys, like I'm happy with the majority of their figures. That's sick. I mean, they just did such a great job with the background of these photos and stuff for the photography, like capturing the colors. Like, look at this. Looks so cool with all the grayscale and the clouds and all that. Oof. Looks sick, man. That's a cool shot too. Yeah, like you can actually do this with the cape, which is awesome. Looks sick. Looks sick. Yeah, X-Men, like I haven't had any glue issues with my artisan so far, thank goodness. Like I said, I've talked to maybe like, I think 2 or 3 people who had an issue. Otherwise, like I haven't heard really anything. Austin says, yeah, the two companies just have different strategies for figures. Yeah. Will that ever equal out? I don't know. Maybe not. I think the way that it is, it's fine. I'm also fine with them doing like different IPs. Like I'm been super happy, and Austin can attest to this too, about like just how the Lord of the Rings stuff turned out. Like I don't really feel, if Hot Toys never makes them, fine. I think the Inart ones are great. So is Moon Knight going to be in Avengers Doomsday? I don't, you know, that's a good question. I didn't know if they're going to do any like Midnight Suns stuff for that movie. I'm honestly trying to I'm obviously like honestly trying to stay away from some of the Moon Knight, or I mean some of the Doomsday stuff and rumors and talk. I'm just really not. I'm just trying to really avoid it. And honestly, like I haven't really been all that hype for Doomsday. Really, the one thing that's keeping like holding my hype for Doomsday is like what they're gonna do with the X-Men. That's what we'll see. Neil says, I have 4 artisans. There are no production flaws in any of them. Yeah, I wouldn't even say lucky you. I think that's just like, that's the standard. It's just every time QC stuff happens. This is just like any other QC issue that you have. Like some people never have a quality control issue with a figure ever. I got like 3 or 4 figures in 1 month and they all had a problem where I had to either get a replacement part, a replacement figure, a replacement body. Like there were just, I had a string of bad luck. You know, when you're making thousands of figures, you're bound to have something happen. So I would say the vast majority of cases, it's going to be fine. Honestly, so I just wonder how prevalent Moon Knight will be in the Marvel universe now. Yeah, and I don't know if Oscar Isaac is even supposed to come back to like play this character. I've heard some like I think I heard a rumor. I saw something about like him and Disney are not on like the greatest of terms, I guess. I forget what. But I don't know. Austin says, if they're ever doing the same figure, I'm always going Inart, but I still like my Hot Toys figures for sure. I understand they have certain IP Inart will likely never have. Yeah, so I mean, as collectors, we really win at the end of the day. And it's great to be able to choose, you know, between whatever one you like more. Or kit bash them together, whatever you want to do. Clint says, so far, Smooth Criminal MJ is really the only thing I want to have pre-order from Inart. That one looks good. Real good. Big Dog Pound, how much is Moon Knight going for in the aftermarket? I don't know because it kind of like it just came out. So that's a good question. Good question. We'll talk about SAC-10 next. But good comments and discussion, guys. Quinn says, YouTube keeps buffering, it's annoying him. Do you have a VPN by chance? Because I noticed too, like I have a VPN and sometimes when I watch it, when my VPN is on, it will do that. It'll do that. Brent says more hyped than more hyped on Dune 3 than Doomsday, but it'll still see both on IMAX 100% day one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make a day of it at the theater too and just go see both movies in one day. I am pretty excited for Dune 3 as well. I thought Dune 2 was fantastic in the theater. Oh man, such a good one. Such a good one. And like those movies are rewatchable. I'm gonna watch probably Dune 1 and 2 before I go see the third one. Clint says there's an app to see how much it's going for. Moon Knight. Yes, there is. No VPN doing on a computer, not my phone. Ooh, yeah, dang, that sucks. Go reset that internet or turn off your Wi-Fi or something. I don't know. Barbara says I want to see both movies as well. Yeah. Okay. SAC-10, guys. The talk of the Hot Toys community, the hypest, the most custom Saber and light this up green in the case. Like, it's gonna look good. That's why, like, the Jedi are just, it's awesome to have lit up sabers in the display, man. I mean, this is where it's kind of like, this is where it's kind of like, we talk about like how, you know, people are overcritical of Hot Toys. And a lot of people, yeah, I think like Clinton, I think had mentioned in the comments, like a lot of people are hating on this figure. This is a really good sculpt. Like, this is really nice detail in it. The eyes are really good. I like this one. Like, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool with the lightsaber in front. Yeah, this is fair. Darth Maximus Norja, he looks like what he does in the movie and can articulate well. People just wanted something else and they lose perspective and then call us a bad figure. Yeah, I think sometimes like we get this like, oh, this is a bad figure, like nobody wants this figure, and it takes away from what you're actually getting. And like they've done really well with the Jedi in this case. So I don't anticipate this is gonna be any different than the ones we've been getting lately. I think it looks I think this figure turned out great. I'm probably not gonna get this one right away. But this is what I'm probably going to end up picking up down the road. There's just too much going on right now. Still waiting on a bunch of stuff that came out, or that was supposed to come out last year. So just got to wait. Got to finish that scene for Revenge of the Sith. Clint says, I'm still waiting on Plo. Is there a shipping issue or something going on with Hot Toys, the sideshow? I know that both Hot Toys and our lost, like, I guess it's pretty typical for them to lose like employees after Chinese New Year, but I guess this year they lost more than they typically do, which I think slowed both of them up. Hence why it's taking so long to get stuff. Cough, Chewbacca and 3PO cough. But hopefully soon. What's up, Tighter? Got Tighter FL in the house. Fanatic of the channel. Thanks so much for being here, bro. Should have given the sculpt facial expression when Pal slices him in less than 2 seconds. Come on, bro. Anyways, pretty cool. I think it looks great. Yo, where's Chewie? That's what I'm saying, man. Beetlejuice, MB Dyson. Yeah, Beetlejuice is running slow. Does anybody have him yet? I didn't get that figure, but yeah, that's another really slow one. Fig Poser, like, this is really fair. This has to be a pass. There's only so much prequels I can fit. Like, yeah, when you're limited on space, like, I can see you're gonna probably, like, I think a lot, like a high majority of people are gonna want to prioritize other prequel stuff beyond, like, before they get this figure. I think that's fair. Excellent says, I want to see some with all the Jedi figures. That would look sick. Hopefully they make the rest of them. Yeah, I mean, that's what, like, any Jedi they make, I'm probably going to end up getting. That's just like those are ones that I just don't pass on. Which reminds me, I got to order Plo Koon. I still got to get Commander Wolf and the Wolfpack clones. Oh my gosh. I'm behind. Federation Jedi still waiting on Chewie. Me too. Me too. Quinn says, I'm getting this and I still need Mace, but I won't get the first one unless it's like $200. By that time, hopefully they do a 2.0 with a better sculpt and rolling eyes. Yeah, I remember there's a rumor that we're going to get Revenge of the Sith Yoda. We're going to get a Mace Windu 2.0. Shortly after he came out, the rumor was like, oh, they're going to do another one. So I don't know. That's the type of figure, like Mace with rolling eyes and an updated sculpt, because this was like the last of the sculpts that came out that didn't have rolling eyes, and they should have just updated it. Like, that's what I mean. Like, they should have updated it when they released it. Everything else at that time, all the new stuff being shown was rolling eyes. Like, it's not that hard to make the sculpt rolling eyes. You guys could have done it. Those are the types of things where it's just like, come on, man. But yeah, that's the type of figure that I could see, like, May the 4th, they're going to do another Mace Windu. Moose has Batman and Robin. Yeah. Clooney everybody's waiting for that one too. But yeah, shall we move on? We should, you know what, we'll go to Predator Badlands and then we'll bounce back to the TIE Pilot, and then we'll finish off with Inart BvS Batman. So they're really doing a lot of Badlands figures. And I'll be curious to see, like, I'm out on Predator figures. I just can't do it. Can't do it. Curious to see what you guys think in the chat who actually like you. I'm a casual fan. This is not something I feel like I need to collect. I know some people are really crazy about these, but yeah, you guys have to let me know. Deck and Bud. Big Dark One says, I think Chewie's coming next month. Got a notification from Sideshow saying, yeah, I mean, it should be hopefully real soon. Real soon. Axman said, okay, it's time for bed. I'll see y'all later. Hey, have a good night, man. Thanks for being here and chiming in. And I hope you have a nice week. I'm about ready to go to bed too. I'm sleepy tonight. Hey, we got 50 in the house. Please hit that like button, y'all. Would really, really appreciate that. Thank you all for being here. Chime in, let me know, and let the chat know what you think about some of these figures we're talking about here. Still waiting on Johnny Storm. Hopefully that one will be soon too. Honestly, so 2026 can be a very disciplined year for me, preparing for New Hope 2.0. Yeah, I'm pretty much like, I'm locked in this year too. Locked in. Locked in. What's up, Gio? We got the movie canon in here. So you got that Batman the Animated Series Batmobile, which is sick. I wish I would have got one. Wish I would have got with that blue shaded one. I can't give into the FOMO. Can't give into the FOMO. Quinn says this deck looks sick with the helmet. It hides all the terrible scenes of the mandibles. Yeah, that's true. I wonder if they're gonna fix that. Eric says we need his brother. Yeah, I know that's the one that everybody wants. Clinton, ooh, from pop culture. Yeah, it's gonna be a while probably. Friend Steve's got the Sunday sleepies. Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. Yeah, Gio says beautiful, takes me back to my childhood. Oh, that's sick, man. That's sick. We got this guy, Brick Artemis House. What's up, bro? Fan of the channel for 13 months. Locked in.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
That's me being locked in. Thank you so much for 13 months, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning into the show. We got Brad Cormack, fan of the channel. What's up, or super fan? What's up, dude? Hey, Steven Fellow Collectors, just dropping by for a few minutes while I'm on vacation. I hope you enjoy that vacation, man. Sent me some pictures earlier. I'm jealous. Looks amazing. uh, so you guys have let me know, like, I'm out on this. The one thing I guess that I don't know, like Hot Toys obviously knows something more than what we all know, unless like, so you have like different camps for this, right? People who are out on Predator like me, people who are Predator like diehard fans who are going to get everything that they come out with. And then I feel like there's this like in between of some people are going to pick like either one of these figures. Like, what is the preferred one for this? Like, if you guys in the chat are getting this, are you getting both or are you just getting one? Because like Deck and Thea also was shown, and I feel like this is why I say Hot Toys must like, they either just don't care or they're making good money on both of these. But it's interesting because like I feel like this is almost like kind of sabotages your sales for some of the other stuff. This is just like the Batman armory, where like I could see people being, you know, wanting Deck and Thea or wanting this one, or somebody who's thinking like, oh, I'm gonna pre-order Deck and Thea, and then they end up getting this like announced, and then they don't buy that one. So it's just, I don't know, I don't really get how like how is Hot Toys surviving this? I don't know. We got Mike Pause Litterus in the house. Long time super fans channel. Thank you, Mike, for being here. Grail. It's a lot of grails. I made that emoji actually when I first got channel membership. I made that one just for Mike. Maybe he remembers, maybe he doesn't. Spidey, one of my favorite emojis too. Eric says he needs both. What's up, Chris? Chris Anderson in the house. What's up, dude? Thanks so much for being here, man. Says, how are you? Hope you had a great week. I'm doing good, dude. Hopefully you are as well. I mean, there's a lot that I would consider getting, but I got to keep my options open for things I know I want. Smart. Yeah, Clinton, the other figure theory about it is really what distinguishes these two. It does it, but then it's like you're spending so much to get both if you really want both. Striker says, I was hoping they make a Lone Wolf Predator to find something I'm going to get to, and I hope they create her sister. Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're going to keep going with this. I mean, the figure looks cool. I think Predator figures are cool. I know they've got like some inaccuracies here and there for certain things, but I think this, like, I mean, it's a sick looking figure. This is cool. I like the Bone Bison armor. Like, that looks cool with the little eyes sticking out. I like that. What's up, Brandon? Thank you for being here, man. If they drop a Dutch 2.0, that'd be nice. That would be nice. That one for me, that one might push me over. Maybe. For instance, I think the father looks the best of these things. Yeah, I thought that one looked really good too. But it's just like, is somebody gonna buy both of these? Or maybe Hot Toys just like, oh, we just want you to have options. 40th at the end of this month. You already know Ripley's coming. They already teased that. That's going to happen. They're going to release first one, then a Thea with legs and different outfit with a better bud, just piss everyone off. Oh yeah, that's that I do not put it past them. This looks good. You can't really see like any of the joints either on this. I think that's cool. They did a good job hiding this seam kind of in here. You can still kind of see it, but they took notes probably from the first one. People were lighting them up about the jaw seam. Soft vinyl, I like that. This is cool. And it's nice that you get like the interchangeable mandibles. You get all these different accessories. The base is not good. That base is way too small for this figure. But is the new Grogu. Esta no Naru, yeah. That's really all I have to say about this one, but looks cool. Not for me, but cool if you like the if you're a huge fan of these. I mean, I just want ticks more than Ripley. Clone Emergence are my favorite. Nice. Okay, let's talk about the TIE pilot here. We are cruising right along, baby. Let's go. This was not one that I pre-ordered because Hot Toys has been having like their troopers kind of just sit around. So I'll probably honestly just wait till this one comes into stock. But man, every time I just see an OT figure, I just get a nostalgic feeling in my body and my soul. Just like what an iconic, like so many I've always argued that troopers are like troopers in their own right are iconic. Like if you don't know Star Wars and like somebody shows you a picture, if you've never seen a Star Wars movie and have no interest in the IP and somebody shows you a picture of like a stormtrooper, you're going to be able to tell like the vast majority of people are going to say that's a stormtrooper. Like it's just that iconic. You don't even have to know about really much about the IP to know it's a stormtrooper. Marcus says needs two. Quinn says, I know it's accurate, but I still think the helmet is a little too big. I think like the body is a little small still. Like that was the one thing I remember everybody was like, the body is so small. It's way too small. They need to fix it. And they didn't. At least it doesn't look like they did. So that's pretty much the same. But nevertheless, I think this looks really good, man. Ooh, 2 TIE pilots stand next to Darth Vader. Nice. Neil says if we have this, we have to have an AT-AT driver coming soon. Well, yeah, I think from the Mando, like when they release or announce the Mandalorian, like I think we're gonna get that from that show, but it's gonna be a remnant version, so it's gonna be a little bit different. And I can absolutely see them using the AT-AT driver by doing a remnant AT-AT. Or whatever they're like the remnant, whatever the transport is in the Mando movie, and then I can see them reusing that and making it more accurate to Empire. I could absolutely see that happening. This would be cool, man. Darth Malix was no job attempted to pick out the pilot and mod to fit on Sabine Wren's head, so she's kitted out like in that episode of Rebels. The body seems slim, so it could fit a female character. That would be dope, dude. This actually this reminds me of the Jyn Erso disguise. Like it looks the body actually looks really similar. That's funny. Princess, I think the body looks fine with the proportions, but the helmet in some shots looks bobbleheadish. Yeah, I can see that, but that's kind of Star Wars outfits for you. We got Moose celebrating 19 months. Wow, 200 characters for Mouse on Post. Thank you, Steve. Hey, thank you, man. I love to get my soapbox and preach about my love for 1/6 scale figures. You can call me Reverend Moose as I dish out a 1/6 sermon. Hey, thanks so much for the 19 months, dude. 19 months is crazy. I can't believe it's been that long. I say this every time, but that actually gave me a good chuckle, dude. So thank you for the 19 months. Really appreciate it. Reverend Moose. Oh, that's funny, man. That's funny. I appreciate it. Tighter says the helmets were huge in A New Hope as well, so it is accurate to on screen. Yeah, it's accurate. Like Clint was saying earlier, like it's accurate. It just looks like bobbleheadish, which yeah, I get it. I get it. But I still think like this is sick, man. And this is a nice thing about Troopers. Like I know people are like, oh, look at the body. A lot of people are comparing it to the Sideshow figure, but like this, it's a Trooper. So like they're all going to have different body proportions. They're all going to be different sizes. So this works just fine. I have no qualms about it. Instead of like say Cassian tie outfit, that'd be cool. That outfit, it was cool. But yeah, I mean, OT, man. Every time I see an OT figure, I just get the urge to watch Star Wars. And this looks good. Relatively simple figure. Oh, I do like how they put the little comms thing on the forearm right here. That's dope. I like that. I don't know if I ever noticed that before, that they put that on there. I mean, I wonder, like, this looks just like the Jyn Erso in disguise. Francis, how cool would it be to at least get the cockpit? That would be cool. That'd be taking up a lot of space. I can call one of my TIE fighter pilots Jyn Erso. There you go. Yeah, they need to announce that. Now I just need them to announce that TIE fighter ship. Yeah, I have a Black Series 12 scale TIE fighter, and it's massive. Like, it's a couple feet tall and a couple feet wide. Probably like 1.5 feet depth. Like, it's a big piece. I don't know if I could do a 6 scale. Maybe just a cockpit without like the wings or something. I don't know. It's just too big. Yeah, Clint said, yeah, left forearm. I don't remember that ever. I never remember seeing that either. Pretty cool. Tighter, the ship will never happen. 1/6 vehicles are hard. I am almost positive this is like the same exact thing, maybe a little bit of a different color than the Jyn Erso, because I think the Jyn Erso one is like a navy. It's like a navy color. Looks exactly the same. What's up, 16 stars, Pimzoid? Thank you for being here. What's up? Aren't there alternate looks for the backpack on the TIE fighter in the pics? I think so. I want to say yes. Also, you can pose the heck out of this guy. Like that. Salute. Very clever. Look at this. Very clever. Look at that. Not a great salute, but it'll do. Could have been better. Look at that. Salute. Well done. If they're not flying, then they don't necessarily need to have that on. But it's a good question. Let me go back because some of these photos were, these are great right here. I like this. Even the cockpit would be massive. Yeah, chair and controls dial would be cool. Something like that would be cool. But that'd be a space killer. Like it would just be huge. I don't know. It would be hilarious if out of nowhere Hot Toys just dropped like the N1 Starfighter from Mando. I remember like that was like the talk of the 1/6 community when they showcased that. Like is the N1 Starfighter actually gonna happen? Yeah, it was funny. Saber, you're getting the thing. I am not getting the thing. I am out on all of those. We got my father Jangle House Fans channel. Good evening. What's up, dude? Appreciate you being here, man. Hope you're doing well. Wrapping up our thoughts on the TIE fighter pilot. Now that's cool. Look at that, man. Did I go through all the photos already? I think I did. Yes, I did. Salute. Very cool, man. Very cool. And let's move along. Actually, you know what? Before we talk about BVS, I want to talk about Jazzinc actually first. We'll talk about Jazzinc, who shared these photos. I mean, this is you getting Andor and K2SO. I have a K2SO. I didn't get the USB-C one. I don't even know if I will. Like, I have a light kit for my K2. I don't really know if I necessarily need USB. And I don't know if I don't know. But Andor, yes, I will be getting Cassian. 100% for the Rogue One case. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that AT-AT. Blue Heaven. But I want to talk about this Jazzinc. Jazzinc finally posted. I put this in my group, but here's some work in progress updates on the production versions of 1992 Catwoman. What do you think? And what do you guys think of this? I have some thoughts about this. I think also these eyes right here are in different, kind of facing different directions, but one, I think we're already at a point where this is behind, because I think this is supposed to come out Q1 this year. Like it was projected not like to already have come out. And this looks like it's still got got a ways to go. Clint says Jazzinc Catwoman looks great. I think this is strong right here. This sculpt looks good. This is kind of crazy, like how you can see like what a difference when you paint it and like shine it up, and like what the paint, like how big of a difference it makes. I actually think this looks really good, minus the eyes being not rolled in the correct direction. But you know what? Can't knock them, because I suck at doing rolling eyes and making them match up. It's hard. I mean, that says I only ordered the clean one. Falker says I think it looks great. This diorama, I'm gonna guess this is not the this is not the final version yet. A couple things that stuck out to me is one, actually, yeah, there's a couple different things. One, this T looks like it's too lit up, like and maybe it's just the lighting, like in a dimmer lighting, this is probably gonna pop better. But I feel like the O and the T are too visible with how much lighting there is. The next thing that I noticed is up on this curtain right here. This looks a lot more like DIY in this version. Like this just looks like they took scissors and just cut pieces into the fabric. When if you look, you know what? Let me see if I can actually find a picture. Because I think looking at the picture, you can really see the difference in the diorama. Once it starts, are those two different head sculpts, or what are they trying to show? I think it's trying to show the updates. And like, they're just showing that like, yeah, they're just showing like updates of what they had been working on. Everybody says in the movie, the O and the T are smashed and not visible at all. Yeah, so it might be a lighting thing, but so like, here we go. If you look here, this, you really can't see them. So like this right here, big difference. The other thing is, I don't know, like, this is what I was talking about. So look at the curtain. Like if you look right here in this curtains, like right where it's chopped up right here, in this picture, look at how much nicer these look. Like this actually has like some flow to it. It looks like an actual like curtain in a window. And then the next thing is this one has like you see into the window. Like I'm hoping that I'm going to guess that they're going to still be adding that in. I don't think this would be the final product where this is just black in the background. But yeah, this must have just been like digitally rendered in here to the point where, yeah. Also, we didn't see these like little cats right here on the front. And I know there's a picture of the cats, which I'm going to go to real quick here. This cat looks a lot different than this. These look like actual these are like soft goods, or maybe they're not fully painted yet. I don't know. The cats actually look pretty good, but I don't know if these really necessarily matter all that much, you know? So I think the diorama, yeah, this needs some, like, I'm hoping this isn't the final. Oh shoot. Another thing is like, they didn't even add in any of like the texturing like this. They didn't even add in any of the snow or the texturing down at the bottom yet. Like, so this diorama base still needs work. What's up, Brandon? Sorry I'm late. I'm at work. Hey, dude. Hopefully work's going well. Appreciate you being here. Oh, it says the cats are flocked. Yeah, I don't remember him saying that was going to be a thing. Yeah, Clint says the same thing. They do. I think they do look. They look like that to me too. So I mean, I guess this is what they're going to be. This actually looks pretty good. Yeah, no snow on the dio yet. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So it's probably just not done yet. Collection session. I came and ordered the Jazzinc Black Tumbler yesterday. Nice. I ordered it a couple weeks ago. Congratulations. Meow. So that needs work. This, and I'll tell you, my main gripe with this update thing is like, can we just get some good, like high quality photos? I think that's like the one thing like, and this company has a good reputation. I own like a few of their products now at this point, and I think like this is a really big deal. This figure's a really big deal to a lot of people. This is like the first licensed figure basically that he's done, and there's a lot of hype surrounding this. And we've been waiting for updates for a really long time. And these photos are just not good quality. Like, I think that's one thing I would say is like, take the time to get a nice camera and take some actual like professional photos of the updates, or just some better quality photos. Like it's not, you know, not that difficult. Like, look at how much blurriness there is in this whole, this is all blurry. You can't even see the details in the fingers because it's so blurry on the body. And I'm not even sure, like, are they showcasing the boots here? Like, this is all looks like it's just like sculpted in here. So I'm just, I'm just perplexed as to why some of these photos are not like great quality. This one is fine. Yeah, Clint's like, I think these are updates and not finished products, which is fine. But like, give us some just like high quality photos. Like we should get in Clint. I know what you're saying. You'll get high quality photos when you get a finished product. He's just snapping phone pics with what he's got. I'm just saying, like, to give a little bit, your buyers a little bit more confidence in the product that they're getting, and like to have a good impression of the updates. Like, this to me could have been done better. Like, and if you're like, these are not cheap by any means too. Like, this photo, pretty good quality. This one, I mean, this is fine for what it is, for like the diorama. This photo's not. I think like put this up against some other type of background, not like the majority of this guy's hands in the picture. And then this is fine. I just like, why wouldn't you want to, like, I get this, but even this one is flat. Like, it's not, this one has all the focus. This one looks okay, but I'm just like, you're showing your sculpts that a lot of people are going to care about. Like, take the time to take a picture of each one, and from maybe a couple different angles, like, just showcase this thing a little bit better. That's all I'm saying. Like, I get like using your phone and taking photos, but phones are really high quality now. And like, this is like, take all three of these sculpts, separate them out, and take some good pictures of them, and show some updates. This is like this to me is like, why give us this picture? This is super, just like you can't even see really the good detail in the paint with this. So this is one that could, this is an out of focus picture. You know, that's just like, that's the one recommendation I would make, is like, I get that this is update photos. Like, this one looks pretty decent, this photo, but just give us some like higher quality photos. I mean, this is a company that's like, they're selling us products that are, you know, think about their Batmobile prices. Like, just get a invest in some equipment to take high quality photos. I think that would be a recommendation. But otherwise, I think this figure is actually gonna end up turning out fine. But yeah, that's just the one thing that kind of threw me off, because like, this doesn't, I'm not gonna make a decision based on this. You know, there may be some people who are like, I'm thinking about buying deluxe version. So if you get the all in, you're getting 6 head sculpts, which is a lot. Clint says, I want to see the licking face. Yeah, I want to see how that one turns out too, actually. He needs a Pixel phone. He's probably using an iPhone. I'm kind of, what's up, Andreas? Thank you for being here, man. Super fan of the channel. Longtime channel member. Appreciate you, dude. He says, I like the battle damage, but I think the non-battle damage needs work. Yeah, I agree. But also, like, we need like we just need better photos. We just need better photos. Neil says, hashtag trust in Yoast. Yeah, I mean, I think like, yeah, I mean, I think he's great, and I really like his company, and like I like the stuff that that I've gotten, but I just wish we got some like better, more higher quality updates. Why does one with 3 head sculpts look like the one on the right? The head looks bigger than the other 2. Yeah, I noticed that too. It could be how it's sitting and how the camera's oriented, and again, give us some like, you know, better photos of this stuff. And also I think they probably had to do that because of the a little bit of a different shape of the head with the expression, maybe, and putting the hair in there, maybe getting the hair under there. They had to make the space and make it a little bit bigger. I don't know, but that's that. I think it's going to turn out good. I really do. And I'll say this, like I said before, and I've been saying this all along when it comes to this figure, is there's no way that Hot Toys is going to match doing this amount of stuff for this figure. Like, Yoast is really going into like a lot of testing for this and finding the right body and finding the right suit material. Like, Hot Toys will do this and they will make a pleather suit. I would be shocked if they didn't. So I don't really think Hot Toys is going to be able to match the level of what you're getting for this. Like, this is probably going to end up being a really like great, I think it's going to turn out really well. Hopefully mass produced, it turns out really well. That's going to be really the telling thing. But I just, even then, like, I don't see Hot Toys matching the level of like design and R&D that's going into this. It's just not going to happen. I mean, look what they did for like the Dark Knight Catwoman, right? Like Dark Knight Trilogy Catwoman, they do a 2.0 and they don't really change a lot on it, and the suit damages right when you bend the elbows. Like, it's just, it's not gonna, they're not gonna, I don't think they're gonna do anything crazy with this when it comes to the suit. But we'll see. Yeah, that's that. Let's move on, shall we, to Inart. I'm excited to see what Jazzinc ends up doing with that Catwoman, though. We'll see. And I ordered the all-in, so I'm like all in. I think I'm going to keep it because I'm intrigued. I want to see what it ends up looking like in hand. I am intrigued. But let's talk about this guy, which I feel like was probably the most hype thing in the past, you know, couple weeks. I thought Hot Toys would end up announcing like some type of banger or like their next artisan. I really thought maybe Hot Toys is going to drop like their artisan BvS Wonder Woman like this week or last week. Austin says it. Now this is an all-timer. This is an all-timer. This could go down as like one of the best 1/6 figures, I think. Like, no lie. I don't want to hype it up too much because I know there's been a lot of hype in the community for this figure, but this is I just don't, like, right off the bat, I don't see like any other like mass produced, I guess if you want to call it that, or like readily available Batman figure. I think this one's easily the best one that we've gotten of any of the Batmans that have been made. And I thought, I should say, like, the Batman 22 I think was really good, but I think like this one is man, with how much you see so many people customizing this figure and custom cowls, custom capes, custom body with paint and adding all this extra stuff, like, this is for a stock figure. For a stock figure, I feel like I feel like it's going to be like, yeah, this is going to be like Austin said, an all-timer right off the bat. You said it. No pun intended. I didn't even think about it. Neil says, I had no interest in this BvS Batman until now. See, I like the Snyderverse stuff, man. And I know there's like some mixed opinions on it, but yeah, and this is just like one of the best. Like, this is such a dope suit. It's just one of the, like, it's easily up there as, you know, one of like the best suits. So, and everybody tries to customize this thing to make it look really good, and they've just done a really, really good job of making this look good. So with that being said, I'm not getting it. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is definitely coming home. If you guys have been following me, for people who have been in, you know, following my channel and, you know, my collecting journey as I've since I started, like, I really started only collecting Star Wars, and then I decided, oh, I'm going to branch out. And that's when I, like, really the one that made me, the figures that kind of made me start branching out were like Batman stuff. And then I got like 22 Batman, and that's when it was like Batman, like Hot Toys and Inart. And it was basically like right when I started branching out, I really kept waiting on Batman, because Dark Knight Batman DX19 was out, but then like the Armory was announced. And I was like, well, I'm going to wait for the Armory. Then the other Armory was announced. Thankfully, those are both in the collection now over here. Looking real good. Looking real good. But I've waited for this. There was a 1.0 BvS from Hot Toys. There's a 1.0 armored Batman. And I was like, dang, these are like really sick. I kind of want to get these. And then they announced the 2.0s. Hot Toys 2.0 did not do it for me. Yeah, that figure just didn't do it for me. And I'm like, well, I know Inart's going to make one eventually. And finally, the day has come. Finally, the day has come. There you go. It's my story. Clinton says, I think part of the reason the suit does this is due to the pointy joints on the plastic body. I think the silicone body will reduce the stretching of the suit and the joints. Yeah, it would for sure. It would make a difference, but that's expensive. I think that's the other main thing. And like, this is like, they got to do like this is kind of like a custom body that they have to create for this, I think. Oh, it says it has the potential to be the best 1/6 stock Batman of all time. I mean, I think it will be. He looks knock-kneed. Yeah, that's what everybody's saying about like the legs, but I think it'll ultimately be fine. You got to remember too, this is like their prototype figure that they said like doesn't really, they didn't do too much articulation wise, because they said they're still going to work on the body to make it, you know, articulate better and stuff like that. But for a prototype of like what they're going to be end up putting into production, it's only going to improve a little bit more from here. So I think that's fine. Yeah, Ren's like costume designs the BvS Trinity. And this is going to be sick. Like Wonder Woman is releasing right around the corner. If you don't have Inart Superman, his price just like randomly jumped back up. Like he was selling under retail, and then all of a sudden he's like jumped back up now, which is crazy. 16 stars Pimzoy says, you see the pic of Inart Superman next to this Batman. Superman looks way too skinny now next to this Jag Batman. I did see that. I did see that. I'm thinking about getting my Inart Superman body customized, actually. I might do it. A to the Z, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. Articulation is probably going to be a problem. Yeah, I think, you know, I think articulation is probably not going to be insane. Like, I think it's probably going to have articulation, but also, like, I feel like if you're a Batman collector just in general anyways, D-Lo Collector in the house. What's up, man? Appreciate you tuning in. He says, I said this the other night on Brick Stream. This is hands down the best BvS Batman. But I want to see Inart push it to its limits and make one so good no one wants to try. Batman fans deserve that. I agree. I hope they really, with everything that like BvS Batman customizers have tried to do, I really, really hope they like push the envelope and keep this going to really try to perfect it before it comes out. I agree. They owe it to the BvS fans. And this is like supposedly Inart's like #1 selling figure now. Like beyond all the other ones, this is their #1. Like this has gotten the most sales, which I'm not really all that surprised because everybody loves this outfit or loves this like suit. But yeah, thanks for being here, D-Lo. What's up, Yomo? Thank you so much for being here, man. Fanatic of the channel. Grail. It is. It is. Right, says this is the best representation of Batman. It's a real shame that we didn't get a solo movie. I think that's really like that would have been made a more so of a case for it. If it would have been a solo movie, it's hard to say without that, you know. There's so many great solo Batman movies. It's not gonna lie, this does look great and Ghibli looks amazing. Yeah, and Art's cooking lately, man. That Lord of the Rings, I'm so glad I'm in on. Lord of the Rings just, yeah. Oof. And Art Lord of the Rings is one of my favorite things. And apparently they're fast tracking the Fellowship to be done by the end of the year and up for pre-order, I should say, by the end of the year. All of the Fellowship. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Emmy says they need to give us Batman Begins. I'm really excited to see what they do with the Dark Knight, and I wish they would do Batman Begins. That'd be awesome. Mike Pause Litter says it will rule. And I like the changes they said they're making to it. Yeah, like I was saying earlier in the stream, we were talking about Moon Knight and like what kind of Inart does versus Hot Toys, and I think like they already said right off the bat they're making the logo larger and they're taking away, like they're going to make the logo more accurate just in general. They're not going to have the raised edge on the logo. So it's just like, it's nice to get that kind of change right within like for a Q&A in a short period of time. Like they're saying, oh yeah, we're already going to do this. So I think that's awesome. They got to really, I really hope they make some changes and make this thing the best. Austin says, I don't even think my fully custom Hot Toys 2.0 will look better than this. It's going to be tough, man. Be tough to beat. Big poster Howard Chan threw his glasses when he saw this. Yeah, I mean, Hot Toys has a bad track record when it comes to accuracy on Batman figures. I mean, I says, yeah, Hot Toys has a raised edge logo too. Yeah, nobody has really gotten it right. Big Poster says Bale Batman coming this year according to Inart's stream 2 days ago. Yeah, Inart's got a lot of good stuff coming later this year. Sheesh. We should be getting Frodo and Sam too. Hopefully, like real soon, like within the next month. It's gonna be a good, fun time to be a collector later this year. The second half is probably gonna be crazier than the first half. Eric says, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, Return of the King, and Art. I am, yeah, Middle Earth, coming home. And this is surprising, Austin. Yeah, they even got the kit, like the leather, like cape right, which we all know that basically it's like an unwritten rule that if you buy a Batman figure, you're going to have to get a custom cape. I mean, this just looks so good, man. Yeah, the logo is the biggest thing that sticks out to me. This is just like incredible. I just like that is. Whoops. Yeah, this is just nuts. Like, look at the eyes. I think that's one thing that really sticks out. Like, look at the brown eyes. Look at like the stubble. The cowl is like, I mean, this is, if they hit this for production, whew, man, crazy. And they have like an articulated cowl too, Like they have an articulated head and they have a stationary one. Very good. Federation Jedi says no solo Batfleck movie was a huge mistake. I agree. I think everybody, that's kind of like the common sentiment. 1/6 Star Wars Pimps like 3.0 Hot Toys Batman coming soon. That would be wild. That would be crazy. Bell Batman coming this year. Oh yeah, wait, I think I already brought that one up, but yep, yeah, it's exciting. You almost said seeing this suit makes me hope they really do a black suit Superman. I heard from a little birdie that that black suit Superman's definitely gonna happen. And yes, I agree. I'll get black suit Superman. I can pretty confidently say that one's gonna happen. Yeah, Fig Post, this is what I was saying, like the logo on the chest. Also, like this part of the chest right here is not, like if you look, this part right here also is not accurate. So they need to adjust the shape a little bit, and they need to change the sizing and the edge. It needs to go out further. What's up, Bo Fettuccini? Thank you for being here, man. Super fan of the channel. Not my thing, but it's really good. That it is. Thank you for tuning in. Martha, why did you say that name? Yeah, some interesting dialogue bits. Sheesh. Wonder what they're using like for the suit material. This look, I prefer like the banged look, and this is pretty cool that this hair piece like is swappable in the front. I didn't catch that right away. But that is nice. You can just swap out the hair if you want like this like wave look versus the bangs. Pretty cool. Grant says they got the gauntlets right. Thick on the forearm, gradually going narrow down to the wrists. Yeah, and I think they mentioned too, they're going to bring the gauntlets. Like they're going to bring the gauntlets up a little bit more too. This looks good right here, this shot. Sheesh. Yeah, I prefer like the other hairpiece. Swap out hairpiece. Yeah, I like this look more. I think this sculpt is great. Reposed says suit is fabric with screen printing on top. Yeah, that means like hopefully this thing is like, hopefully this thing is a little more hopefully this thing is a little more durable than some of these other ones. Oh, this is, I think the sculpt is like a 9.5. It's so good. I think the sculpt is phenomenal too. I would agree with you on that. Like, jeez, man. Some crazy talent how people can do this. Doc Bat Nightmare is coming. Yeah, Nightmare Batman's gonna hopefully happen. Hopefully we see that one this year too. That'll be a good one to see. I can't wait to see what they do with Nightmare. That's going to be another highly customized one. That's going to be cool. Honestly, says it's amazing to see how many Hot Toys Batman 2.0 are for sale right now. I'm going to keep mine. It's also crazy how like people will post like it's funny, like you're not going to help yourself on a sales post if you say like selling my Hot Toys BvS Batman to fund the Inart. Like that. Like if I'm a buyer, I'm probably going to be like, Inart, like what do you mean? Maybe I'll just look at that one. It's just funny. Big posters. Inart's been dropping bangers this year. They haven't missed, man. And if you guys have been following me for a while too, like I've always thought Inart was like, I've always liked Inart. I thought that like, I think about recently, like with how collectors are who collect Hot Toys in particular, especially when there's like a new kid on the block, so to speak. Is like I think about like Factory Entertainment and how everybody's just like, these are not like how everybody felt about Factory Entertainment coming in. Like you gotta like read the room. You can't be, doing stuff like this. Like how kind of harsh like the 1/6 community can be on like newcomers that are trying to create stuff. And Inart got a lot of hate. They got a lot of hate early on, and I really think that they've I think they've done a really good job at actually like kind of putting their money where their mouth is. They said like, we're going to get faster, and they've been like releasing stuff and getting stuff out within like, you know, like basically if something comes out, they get their batches out like within 2 to 3 months. So they've been quicker. I haven't had a single issue with any of my Inart figures that I've gotten, which is really, really nice. I know some people have, but I just like, they've really have put their money where their mouth is, and they have done what I feel like they've said that they're going to do. And another thing is, this was one thing that I mentioned like really early on for them, was like they have the backing of Queen Studios, which is a prominent company. So I feel like when you have a backing like that, like you're probably you're gonna be able to have success in that way too. And like when that's your you know, and that's kind of like the company who's like overseeing your stuff or whatever, however you want to say it, like they're gonna figure stuff out. You know what I mean? And I can't imagine like logistically going through like licensing and getting stuff approved and all that stuff. Like that sounds just like a nightmare in and of itself. And I feel like Inart has just like really come through with that stuff, and they're getting faster. And like Legolas from pre-order to release was about a year. I think like we wait sometimes 2 years for some of these figures to come out. So again, like I think that that's just really that's really nice. Like they've been pretty fast. And meanwhile, like we're still waiting on some of this stuff that like everybody brought up earlier. We're waiting on a bunch of figures that already dropped and still haven't released at all within like the last 4+ months, or they have released, but nobody's gotten them in hand. So it's just, like I said, I think Inart does great work. I've been happy with the stuff that they have put out that I've gotten. And I hope it continues, because it's just good for everybody. Like we're getting some really good IPs. We're talking about getting, you know, Game of Thrones is going to be a flagship for them. Like Dany and Jon Snow are supposed to be announced this year. I wouldn't be surprised if we see those at Wonder Festival, probably for the first time. They're doing a lot of cool stuff with Harry Potter. They're doing the entire Fellowship for Lord of the Rings, which like if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, can't really ask for more than that. They're going to do Gandalf the White. They're going to do more Hobbit stuff if you're into that. So it's just like they're getting into Matrix. They like, and they're only going to keep growing from here. That's another thing, is like once they pick up more and more steam, like I think they're going to keep going. And that's already kind of happening, right? Like even since like you look back at when the Joker came out, which I guess now is kind of like their one dated figure, is that Joker figure, which they said they're going to do another one. So get ready for that. The Dark Knight Joker, they're going to do another premium edition, because that Heath Ledger's, they've got one more shot at his license. So yeah, that's going to be, that's going to happen again. So they're doing a lot of exciting stuff, man. Don't mean to ramble on about it, but yeah, Clinton, it is too bad they hardly ever get worldwide. It really does suck having to go through other outlets to get these figures. Yeah, the upcharge sucks. It really does. It almost says I'm in danger with all this Matrix stuff coming up. Yeah, Matrix. I don't think I'm going to get into the Matrix, but it's cool. Clint says, Game of Thrones license getting reworked. They showed a Game of Thrones figure like 2 years ago and nothing. Yeah, they said, I think that the Game of Thrones license is being negotiated right now. And honestly, I think one of the big things, one of the big things that happened was, I think they got a lot of feedback that people didn't want that look for, that particular look for Dany. I really think that when they showcased all those figures at that time, it was more of a like, this is what we're thinking about doing and what we're going to work on. But yeah, the fact that it's been so long, they really just like didn't do great messaging. Yeah, like Austin says, it's been their biggest, Game of Thrones has been their biggest blunder. Yeah, and hopefully that is corrected this year. He almost says hopefully they finally do Dark Knight Batman in 1/6. Yeah, that's supposed to happen this year, so not sure. They're not for certain what the weapons are going to be, whether or not they're going to be die cast or not. And I think they said these ones are just PVC, like they're just plastic for the prototype. These, I believe, are going to be metal. Don't cut yourself. I actually like the base. I wish they would have stuck with magnets though. For some reason, I don't like the base, like the pole. And I think they posted another quick thing right here. This interchangeable hair, the different face plates, and then you get the 2 interchangeable cowls. So you get the one piece and then a split design if you want to like articulate it. Bespoke body, 2 interchangeable capes. Nice. That's nice. You get a drape and you get a wired cape. Die-cast batarangs, and they didn't say whether or not these gadgets or weapons are going to be die-cast yet. But there you go. It's a decent amount of stuff that you're getting with this, I think, too. I wish the base, the base has a like a pole, but I wish it was magnetic. But either way, guys, I think if you're a Batman like BvS fan, this is yeah, like I said, for me, I'm psyched about this one. I am really hyped. I've been getting some good hype lately out of some of this stuff, and this one I already pre-ordered, and I'm debating getting a second one. I don't know though. This is just gonna be, like Austin says, it's gonna be an all-timer. I think this is probably gonna be the best Batman figure that we've been able to get of any Batmans that you don't have to customize. That's it. Sam says Inart's on another level than Hot Toys. Their give a shit levels way higher than Hot Toys. Yeah, and like I mentioned, I think like they just have kind of 2 different philosophies, which is fine. Like Inart has the ability to focus more on quality. They're making less figures. Yeah, they're making less figures overall, so they can kind of focus on that stuff, and they're still trying to prove themselves, right? They're just going to only get faster. Austin said custom silicone body under the suit is great as well. I didn't realize the body was silicone underneath, but it makes sense. That makes sense as to why these like why it just looks more realistic overall underneath with where the folds are in the suit and the wrinkles. So that's cool. Clint says most of what Inart is selling is not for me, so I'm safe. That's a good feeling, dude. Clint says I saw there was silicone muscles in the suit, not the actual body made of silicone. Oh, that's interesting. That's either way. I mean, as long as it's like under there, hopefully that will make a positive difference. But yeah, guys, I'm really hyped for this. I can't wait to I cannot wait to get this, along with I'm sure a lot of other people. It just looks really, really good, man. They got the proportions for the most part right. And this seems like a really hard figure to get 100% right, but you know, like D'Lo mentioned, I hope they really try to go above and beyond for this and make this the best possible thing they can make. I'm excited to see the updates they make with the, you know, little change of the gauntlets, the symbol. I'm excited to see what they do with that when they change the raised edges, and make it a little bit bigger. But yeah, this can be a great figure. This is gonna be an all-timer. And let's talk about this. Probably not the only one we're gonna get tonight. We'll talk about this, man. Yeah, BvS gonna be sick, guys. Gonna be sick. So we got 63 in the house. Appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for joining in on the conversations with great comments in the chat as always. And let's talk about this Daredevil Born Again figure, which red suit's finally been released. Kind of surprised that they didn't release it before announcing the like the black suit version. But yeah, the GOAT, says Yomo. I wonder if we're gonna get another red suit that has the like the D's on it. Probably. But what do we think here? I mean, I think this actually looks pretty dang good. That's a cool shot. This is sick right here. I do like this. And you wonder who made that, who took this shot. You already know. Zord. Sheesh. Zord cooking as always. This looks real good. I think this lower face plate looks great. He almost says looks amazing. I mean, there's so many Marvel figures coming this year. Yeah, we're about to get hit with more. Valkyrie pre-ordered the red suit. Nice. Clint says missing horn, has this always been a thing? I think it's part of this. Maybe they'll show some other ones. I mean, I don't really care too much about this anyways, because this isn't going to be, well, one, I'm not getting this figure, but two, I would never display this with the mask off. So this is like kind of irrelevant to me, but yeah, like Asher, I would keep him mask and dead stare. Yeah, well, says I've been on the fence about getting this one because I'm going to try to get the yellow version and the black version. Yeah, that's fair. I want that black one. Valkyrie's has a catch and muster as well. I think, like, yeah, having it with the mask is the way to go. Whoops. I'm zoomed in really far. Sorry about that. I want to see more of the sculpt, but I mean, this is a pretty, this is pretty straightforward figure. Like, when you don't have a lot of face to show, you're going to be getting pretty much what was advertised initially with like the body and the suit. This is a suit that looks like it's going to get, this looks like a Deadpool style suit that looks like it's going to get wrinkled if you pose it real crazy. And it's going to get damaged over time if you leave it. Honestly, he actually looks blind. Hey, then they nailed it. Joe says, I need the red suit as well, but I don't think I need more than one. And I'm not sure if they're going to just paint the DVDs on the red suit or if it'll be a new one. That's the gamble. Like, I'm willing to bet they're probably, after this season of Daredevil, like after this season of the show finishes up, like that black suit's going to end up changing, because it seems like that black suit is kind of like part of, I mean, it's like the special. Just give us that version. Or the older one. Like the Netflix version. Just redo that one. But yeah, we got it. Like yeah, that's one we need for sure. Cool, man. Look at this shot, dude. Zord just makes you want the figures. I love how he put the name of it in here. I just love that. This goes right across the logo. Like, this is like a promo shot. So cool. Daredevil needs to hit the gym after looking at that Batman. Oh, that's funny. It'll be real hard to get to that level. Vibrant red on this is going to pop. Yeah, it looks sick, dude. Is that the Joker? The Artisan Joker base? They brought out all the photographers for this one. That's a good... I think that faceplate actually looks pretty darn good, too. See, this looks good. Like, this sculpt with the glasses on, I think is, like, when you got the glasses on, looks better. Look at that. Josie's bar in the background. Nice. Nice. That's cool. That is cool. Everyone looks better with glasses always. Base, relatively simple. It's cool that it's got this like graphic on it, I guess. I like the logo for the show. Very nice. I think that's all of them, guys. Sheesh! This looks sick right here. Yeah, Zord just cooks, man. Looks amazing. What else? I should probably post that this released in my group, huh? Released and just discussed on the live show. It's already in the chat. There we go. Nice. Guessing Hideout should have this up pretty soon. Yeah, I figure Hideout will probably post it. I don't think they're done for tonight. We, Predator Badlands banner is still up on the website. So my guess is they are not done. We're probably going to get something else. But that might be it for me. Okay. You guys would be so kind as to hit that like button. That would be awesome. We got 52 y'all in here. We got 44 likes. You guys do a pretty good job at helping me out with the like button. So I do appreciate that. Someone already has an in-hand video on Instagram. Dang, looks so good. Yeah, this looks good, man. I really like this photo that Zord took right here. Kind of reminds me of the Captain America one when he's reaching back for the shield. Just a really dope looking photo. But yeah, this one looks really good. I think the faceplate nailed it. You can't get too hype, Clinton. Whatever they release won't be in my hand for like 4 to 5 months. So release is just made at this point. You know, it's actually interesting. Like Savage Press came out, and I think he released, and you know what? Let me look. Savage was January 2nd. And I think I got invoiced for Savage on so Savage took 2 months to get. So I don't know, it's real weird. Took it pretty much exactly 2 months to get Savage Press. 16 stars. So what's your guess on the other one getting released or announced? Maybe. I mean, what I want them to do is give us Winter Soldier, man. Winter Soldier. Clint says, I saw a Daredevil pose in a group of his back to the camera. It looked so damn good. Such a simple pose, but hardly anyone posed a figure with the back face in front, so it was great. Pay so much for the figure and you're not seeing the front of it. No, that's cool, though. Because I got Savage 2 is weird. Jinx and V and Plo released and still nothing. Yeah, Chewbacca's the one that's taken the longest. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, Darth Nihilus and Malgus, I think, are both supposed to drop soon as well. So I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if we got one of those. Nihilus or Darth Malgus. I could see that. I could see that potentially happening. I'm going to give it until like 10:15. So I'm going to be on for like maybe a little under 10 minutes. And then I'm signing off for the night. But yeah, there's a cool figure. I really like that black suit one. This is what the Kingpin would be dope, Ryan. Yeah. Yeah. Kingpin's like one that a lot of people are wanting. Maybe Fisk sank the freighter ships. Oh, that's funny. Hey, you know what's real nice though? For the next month, we get Darth Maul. We get Maul Shadowlord on Mondays, and then we get Daredevil on Tuesdays. I was watching The Pit on Thursdays, but the finale is this coming Thursday, last episode. Then I'm guessing like season 3 probably ain't gonna be till like next year. But amazing show. What's up, Doug Guido? Thank you for being here, man. Hey, so you've been watching, but just jumping in. My God, Loki finally shipped today. Congrats, dude. It's awesome. Good to see you in here. We've been enjoying the show. Yeah, that took a while. That definitely took a while. Stuff's just taking a while right now. Crazy. Kingpin on the record body would look good. I feel like yeah, that'd be a potential. How are you liking Maul, dude? Maul's great, man. Very promising. Very promising. I mean, Sam Witwer just kills it. His performance is so good. And Maul's just such a compelling and just great villain. He's like, outside of Vader, he's like the most fully fleshed out villain that Star Wars has. And just such an intriguing story. And we already know, like, if you watch Rebels, you already know like where it ends up, but it's still just like the show is really good. Highly recommend watching it. But I think The Apprentice is Talon. I think they kind of use The Apprentice as like a indirect inspired by Talon. Not actually, though. Let's see the black suit versus this one. I can pull up the black suit. I mean, this one to me is superior. It's all the same. All the faceplates are the same. But even like here, this is looking sick, man. It's the same exact suit. It's just repainted. Sheesh. The red eyes too. Like that's dope, dude. We're not paying royalties for Talon. Kenobi. Why? You don't think Boba Fett is fleshed out like a bantha? Moose loved the 2 episodes. Black one's so much better. Yeah, I like the black. Better base. Yeah, I like this one more. I forget, does this come with the 2 helmets? Yeah, one has the red. Well, guys, that's probably going to be a wrap for me. Well, to finally get a figure to drop while I'm live, though, that's always a fun time. Pushes us over the 2-hour mark. I got a lot of good stuff to talk about tonight. A lot of good stuff in the pipeline. And that was fun. I had a very, very busy week, stressful week. Crazy, some crazy stuff going on. So I'm back to work tomorrow, sadly, which I really do not want to do, but that is life. And what else? I shall be back next week. Hopefully we get some more announcements. We're getting closer to May the 4th. And so May the 4th is that Monday. I might do a May the 4th stream. I'm not sure yet because I'll just have a stream on the 3rd. Hopefully we'll get the May the 4th. Maybe if the figures are already announced by then, we'll see, unless they wait till the 4th to announce them. But if they don't, if they do drop the May the 4th stuff the week earlier, then we'll talk about it on Sunday. But if they don't do it, maybe Sunday night is when they actually end up dropping the May 4th stuff. So, could be interesting. Could be interesting. Had to change the music. It was loud. 16 Star Wars Pimpers, I said I missed the beginning. Is there still time to order Fulcrum custom stuff? Yeah, I didn't mention Fulcrum customs at the beginning of the show today because yeah, he is like, so after I brought that up last week, he got slammed with orders. So his store is still open, but you just got to be patient if you order something because he's got a bunch of orders. But yeah, as long as his store is still open on eBay, like as long as you can still see the ability to add stuff to cart and order it, he'll get it done before he leaves. But if you're going to get an order, I would just get it in very, very soon. And then, like I said, just please have some patience. He didn't, nor did I really expect like the massive onslaught of orders when I said that he was going to be gone for a while. So, but yeah. But thank you all. What is this? Midnight Cafe. What's up? New name in the chat. Thank you for being here. Have you tried the Carl's Jr. Daredevil burger? I have not. I don't know what that is. But hey, thanks for being here in the chat. Good to see new names as always. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Thank you, Boba Fett, for being here. Just put in for PTO for the 4th now. Don't wait. We'll see. We'll see. What's up, Frogman? Thank you for being here, dude. Awesome stream. Thank you so much, man. Channel member. Appreciate all the channel members in here. Appreciate all of the great comments and discussion tonight. You guys were great in the chat as always. That was a fun show. A lot of great discussion, a lot of fun stuff happening in the hobby right now. And it seems like it's picking up. Like we're picking up steam. It's always more fun when there's more stuff to talk about and exciting stuff. And hopefully we get some more announcements here soon. I really hope they do something cool for Star Wars here, like within the next month or so. And yeah, it's just a great time to be a collector, and this is going to be an exciting year. I feel like we're due for an onslaught soon, and it's going to probably be pretty crazy. So yeah. I shall see you all next week. If you haven't, please join the Facebook group. You can come hang out in the chat as well on Facebook, the community chat. The link for all this stuff is in the description below. You can come hang out with us and talk about figures during the week if you'd like as well. And otherwise, guys, have a great week. It's supposed to be nice here in Wisconsin, like in the 70s all week, I think. So the weather's starting to kind of warm up. It's going to be it's a good time of the year, getting out of the winter time. So if you didn't, please hit that like button on your way out. Thank you all for a great show. And I never know how to end the show, But thank you all for being here. Good night, everybody. Collect carefully.